MiniWarGaming Dan here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing another war machine. I did that last time. Yeah, never before, never after. Just War Machine battle report. Cygnar versus Menoth. Last time I felt the fiery wrath, and I got burnt.
Yep.
I got burnt. Well, you walked up to Striker and flamed him twice with those sprays, and there's just
didn't bring as much fire this time.
Oh, but I see a lot of thundering hooves.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Anyways, okay, so I've never done reinforcements before.
Me neither.
We're doing, what's it from? We're doing
Steamroller.
a scenario.
2012
yeah,
Steamroller.
Scenario from Steamroller. Got a couple objectives in the middle, and reinforcements on the corners, opposite corners. So this will be very, very interesting. So 50 points, 10 points reinforcement. Let's go take a look at those armies and wish us luck. And here is your 50 plus 10 points reinforcement, 60 points of Cygnar. We have Siege, accompanied by Reinhold. He's not an attachment, but he can only affect Warcaster, so he's basically an attachment. We have a Stormclad, a Defender. He's actually not part of Siege's battle group. He's Jack Marshall to those guys over there. I'll get to them. And a Centurion. So pretty big heavies, lots of big armor. We have a unit of Arcane Tempest Gun Mages with their UA. And they're Jack Marshalling with Runeshot. We got a full squad of Long Gunners with their UA. We have Ayana and Holt, which are mercenary, a couple, and then we have Arlen, Strange Ways, and in reinforcements we have the Black 13th and a Hunter, and the Hunter is part of Siege's battle group. There's your 60 points of Cygnar. Going in, we have High Exemplar Krios for the Menoth. He has Fire of Salvation, his character Warjack. We have a Vanquisher in the back, and he's got his big hand or arm cannon. We also have a Devout, and he's got Shield Guard, so he's going to act probably more of a defensively during this. And in the back, we also have a Redeemer as part of his battle group. So he's got quite a big battle group, but he is a 7 focus caster, so he should be able to handle it. We have a Knight Exemplar Errants with unit attachment. They're painted up so beautifully. Moving over, we have the infamous Choir that Menoth always has. Then we have High Exemplar Gravis, who's a Dragoon. So once you kill him, you have to fight him again on the ground. That'll be exciting to face. I've never faced them. And we have a full squad of Exemplar Vengers. So first cavalry I've ever faced, and this is actually a tiered list for Krios. And so he can bring 2 squads of Avengers, and they cost 1 point less. And so that is his 10 points of reinforcement. And get up nice and close here and show the amount of detail and time that Craig puts into his models. And even the bases that he bought, just to round it out, they look so beautiful. So, getting into the board, we've got a 4x4 board. The red fire markers are the objectives, so along those sides are a 4x4 board, so that's where we're deploying it. 7 and 10 normal. Each objective is a 6-inch radius or 10 or 12-inch diameter. If a unit is fully inside, or at least touching, then you can capture it. At the end of the second player's second turn, you begin the capture at the end of everyone's turn. You'll see who's controlling it, and you get a point. 3 points to win. Reinforcements come from the corners to the very far left and very far right from before. Cygnar rolled off, are able to deploy first, so somewhat clumped, but because of the UA with the long gunners, friendly models can see through them, including their own units. And that's where the reinforcement are going to come in, because there's really a huge gap in models, but because he has cavalry, he'll be able to flank quite well, I think. The Errants were able to deploy in front. They got advanced deployment, and everything else is in just a nice line. So that's deployment. And stay tuned, click below for part 2 and the beginning of turn 1 and the chaos that will ensue.